So today I got woken up by Spotify notifying me that Mitski has a new album coming out on Friday, and I have liked Mitski ever since I accidentally stumbled on the album. I think it's called Be the Cowboy. I looked at it and it turns out she's got 2 singles released already, which I haven't heard because I didn't even know the album was coming. I figured I'd do enough reactions for yous guys, because most reactions on here is ones that yous have put in the comments. Oh, you should listen to this. I figured it's time for me to do one for myself. So I'm going to listen to Mitski's new song and I'm going to see if it's any good, and I'm going to see if I want to buy the album or not. And if you guys want to listen to it with me, stay around.
There's a bug like an angel stuck to the bottom of my glass with a little bit left. As I got older, I learned I'm a drinker. Sometimes a drink feels like family.
I don't know what the hell is about to happen there. I was getting ready to pause that because I was getting to the end of the first verse and I can pause that and talk about some stuff, and then that wee bit kicked in, which is just absolutely mental. So far, so Mitski. Nice wee bit just an acoustic, folky type indie song. Some pretty weird but cool lyrics. I think that is one of the things I like most about Mitski, because right, okay, she doesn't have the strongest voice in the world, but she's quite good at writing catchy melodies. But more importantly, she puts really interesting lyrics in there, which I don't quite understand what the hell this song's about based on what has been said so far. But it's one of those weird things where you can then just project your own shit onto it and go, well, I think it's about this. And then, who's to say that that's wrong? Art's subjective that way. It can mean different things to different people, and as long as you take away something from it, then it's done its purpose. Art's only meaningless when it produces absolutely zero impact on the person that is taking it in. That's my pretentious rant for today.
A drink feels like family. Hey, what's the matter? Looking like your sticker is stuck on a floor somewhere. Did you go and make promises you can't keep? Well, when you break them, they break you right back. Amateur mistake, you can take it from me.
Okay, that chord change at Amateur Mistake was lovely, because it's kept the same kind of melodic pattern and chord pattern all the way through at that point. So to then change it in that part of the lyrics is a nice wee bit of storytelling. Also, why in the actual fuck has a choir stepped in for one line? Not even one line, one word on Be the Cowboy. I'm going to keep on calling it that. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Just accept it. The first song is called Geyser, or Geezer, however you want to pronounce it. And it's like halfway through, like the second verse or something, there's just an insane bit of feedback just busts in, completely interrupts the song, and then it just goes back to playing the song again. I don't know why it's there. and it's just like an acoustic intro thing, and just suddenly that comes in, and then out of nowhere it then turns into like a kind of art rock song. But yeah, I'm expecting this is going to take a turn at some point.
They break you right back, break you right back. When I'm bent over, wishing it was over, making all variety of vows I'll never keep. I try to remember the wrath of the devil was also given him by God.
That entire lyrical passage there, I think the influence of Fetch the Bolt Cutters by Fiona Apple is starting to bleed into other people's songwriting at this point, because she very angrily and quite brazenly wrote an album that was like, here is my opinions on feminism and the patriarchy and sex and previous relationships and her life in a really raw and sometimes hard to listen manner. The lyrics were so honest. Particular parts, which if you've heard the album, you know which parts I'm talking about, are they're a tough listen. And I kind of figured that her doing that would maybe pave the way for other artists of a similar kind of disposition to start doing the same kind of thing. And I think we're starting to see that. But the thing is, it's also though, like, it's not so much the lyrics, it's the juxtaposition of the lyrics and then that extremely defiant and furious stare down the camera, which is currently making me uncomfortable right now. That was Bug Like an Angel by Mitski. I'm not going to pretend that I actually know what that song was about. I don't. Like I said before, you could kind of interpret a lot into that if you wanted to, and you might be right and you might not. It seems like it was quite personal to her, so it's one of those. It might be one of those things where it's like she's got a particular, very obvious thing that she is written about, but it's also so kind of prevalent that other people can project their own stories onto it and take away from it whatever they need. I like the kind of gospel influences, which it seems to be deliberate based on the way she's dressed in the music video and stuff like that, so I think she's went for that kind of direction in the first place. It's nice to see her kind of branching out into doing different kind of things, because the album that I listened to was like acoustic indie, bit of kind of like indie rock in there, and it was weird and different. This is like another layer added on to that. If the rest of the album is of that calibre, I'm now quite excited for Friday coming and I get to listen to a Mitski album. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what you thought of the song. Did you like it? Do you think it's as good as her previous back catalogue? Would you guys like to see a full album review of that album when it gets released? Because I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I could be swayed. But yeah, that was Bug Like an Angel by Mitski. I've been markabusi. This has been a song reaction. Thank you for watching, and good night.